This story is yet another reason more men are not so quick to marry single modern moms. In this case, we have a situation where a man with 2 kids married a lady with 2 kids of her own. To a lot of people, it makes perfect sense for 2 single parents to marry each other. But is that always true? I'll read this story verbatim from yourtango.com and let you decide. I'll provide my commentary along the way. Quote, he shared that his late wife left his sons a considerable sum of money, but is his current wife entitled to it? It has been 10 years since his wife Anna died of breast cancer when their sons, John, now 18, and Freddie, now 16, were small children. Because she had a lucrative career in investments, his deceased wife had been able to put away enough money to solidify her boys' futures. The man had been a stay-at-home dad, working from home while taking care of the children. His wife had thanked him by ensuring he too would financially be secure upon her passing. To this day, I am grateful to her for that, he said. Now, to remarry or not, gentlemen, this is me talking here. In this case, given his late wife left him with enough money to be financially secure, I would advise him to not remarry, really. Or if he really wants to, definitely seek someone with either grown kids or no kids. For sure, get a prenup. Also notice his modern educated wife actually defied the odds by not divorcing him. She stood by him as he stood by her, taking care of the kids. This is not common, gentlemen, though not rare either. I applaud her and wish more modern women will follow her example. Let's continue. Quote, Anna's will dictated that her 2 sons would be able to access their inheritances when they reached the age of 18. With John recently reaching that age of maturity and having been accepted into a prestigious college, his father took him to their lawyer's office to make sure he got the money his mother had left him. John will also be moving into his very own apartment for the first time. He was excited to have the option of living off campus and having money to invest once he completed school. Unquote. Damn! He had enough money to go to an expensive, prestigious college and invest money after that. Sign me up for this kind of modern woman. That makes enough. She made enough money to leave me and the kids this well off. Oh, heck no, I like that. Anyway, continuing. Quote, the attorney went through all the legalities and necessary steps, and the grateful dad decided to keep the inheritance between himself and his children secret. Though he had remarried a woman named Suzanne, he opted to keep it a secret from her because he did not feel it was her business. His new wife has 2 children of her own in college, both working part-time to support themselves. The couple had entered into a prenuptial agreement dictating that each parent would pay for their own biological children's education. Unquote. Gentlemen, can you already tell the big-ass mistake he made? I definitely commend him for being smart enough to do a prenup, as I alluded to earlier, if he decided to remarry. But fellas, when you do a prenup, you absolutely cannot keep financial secrets from your new wife. The big risk he has here is that she may be able to successfully contest the prenup because he withheld assets. Not sure how likely this could be successful because it belongs to the kids actually. But if she ever discovers the secret, hell hath no fury like a woman scorned. Something in him must not have fully trusted her. So why bother even getting married? Did she pressure him to marry him or something? Notice that we don't know when they got married during that 10 years since his first wife passed away. Let's see what's up next. Quote, the woman, her, Suzanne, overheard her husband and stepson discussing the inheritance and freaked out. See, there it is. Continuing. Quote, shocked after learning of the windfall her stepson's mother had left them, the woman lashed out, accusing her husband of giving them preferential treatment. Oh boy. He recalled her suggesting, if there was so much money in the family, my kids should benefit. I'm paraphrasing here as the original didn't quite make sense. Quote, she was upset that her own kids had to work to afford college. The husband said he reminded his wife of what they had agreed to in the prenup and that they should both worry about their own kids' education. He also explained that the money belonged to his sons and that he had no power to distribute it otherwise. Anna, his late wife, had left her children the money and it would be doled out accordingly, unquote. Okay, let me stop right there briefly. Gentlemen, he was right to assert his late wife's will, but again, he knew he kept the secret from her. Just like we ask women to be accountable, in this case, he should have had the self-awareness to realize that she would be pissed that he withheld this vital financial information before they agreed to the prenup. He sowed the seed for this marital breakdown. She, on the other hand, once she gets over her anger, should come to her senses and realize it is what it is. That even if he withheld this info, it was his ex-wife's money, his late wife's money, not her gold-digging ass. Let's continue. Quote, his wife erupted in anger and accused him of not supporting everyone in the family. Unquote. Oh, hell to the no. Wait a minute. Oh, hell to the no. Who's everyone? She's just going to insert her kids from another man into the bag of a dear late wife who died of breast cancer? See how vicious some of these modern women can be? And here I am, giving her benefit of the doubt due to him being secretive. She just lost my sympathy card right there. But continuing, quote, she told her husband that his boys were obligated, let me say it again, obligated to financially support their siblings now that they could. Oh boy. But he recalled that his children had not been treated well by his wife's spoiled brats, and that it had been a source of contention almost leading to separation due to Suzanne's unwillingness to intervene. He told her, oh, here we go. He told her that there was no way his sons would share their inheritance. Quote, unquote. I know that's right, man. You tell her. Just continue. Quote, if her children had just been a little kinder to my sons, they would have undoubtedly had a good relationship, he added. She responded by threatening, her neck snapping probably, to divorce him if John and Freddie, his two sons, did not share the wealth. Unquote. Okay, at this point, this helping her lost her mind. It sounds like he didn't fully vet her properly before they got married. Not sure how long it had been between his late wife's passing and him remarrying, but it's always advisable to allow enough time for healing between the two events. Let's continue. Quote, that only made him believe he had married an especially greedy woman. Oh yeah. The mask was off, and he agreed to the divorce on the spot. Unquote. I don't know here, guys. You guys will let me know. Should he divorce knowing that she might be able to contest the prenup? Will the judge award her some of that money since he didn't tell her? I'm thinking a fair judge will let the inheritance stand as is. But you know how some of these anti-male judges can be. Let's continue. Quote, his sons thanked him for defending them, and that night, Suzanne, his current wife, went to her mother's house to crash. But she got an unwelcome surprise when her own mother agreed with her son-in-law and told her she was dead wrong. There was no word on whether the divorce would proceed. Unquote. Whew. Man, I'm glad her mom put her into place. This sad tale is a reminder to single parents, especially single moms, to not underestimate how difficult it is to blend families and to have a relative stranger become a parent to your children. The chances for such marriages to work increase if you're both honest and upfront about everything and about the challenges both of you will encounter. But far too often, single parents blow it off as no big deal to make the person they're smashing in the bedroom the parent of children that are not theirs. What are your thoughts? Have you been in a similar situation or know someone who has? Comment below. Like, share, subscribe.